And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans. We got a great show for you today. As always, we are live every single day at noon Eastern. If you want to watch live, head over to takesbyfans.com/watch. If you want to watch but not live, head over to our YouTube channel, Takes by Fans. We post all of our shows and clips of the show there on a daily basis. And if you just want to listen, we are on podcasting apps, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. So however you want to watch or listen, we've got you covered multiple ways. Alrighty, today is a big old Thursday, folks, and it is time to start talking about Week 15 here in the NFL. We got tonight's Thursday night game, but then we also have two Saturday games, folks, so about football all weekend today. Unfortunately, we got a little break tomorrow on Friday, but don't worry, we'll watch basketball, all that, no worries. And then Saturday, football, Sunday, football, Monday, football. Ooh, man, I can definitely get down with that. So, we're predicting and reacting to the Week 15 lines. Where is that great value? We were talking very, very highly last week because we were crushing it in our bets. We only missed two bets all week long, and it was Cardinals -2.5, and it was Cowboys over 27.5 points for the entire game, and they only scored 27. Womp womp. We all know the story there. So we're still looking for that coveted, elusive 6-0 week. So we're going to find that today, folks. So find where the value is. As our thinking right with Vegas. Is Vegas still disrespecting teams 15 weeks into the season here? And what the hell is that Panthers line? Because once again, stay the hell away from the Panthers, folks. Never bet the Panthers again. So we got all that to talk about today. We also will be having a bonus show tonight, 7 p.m. We'll probably go up until kickoff, but it's going to be our Pro Bowl voting show. Today is the last day of Pro Bowl voting, and I hope it's still open by 7 p.m. because that's when we're going to do the show. I think it's the Pro Bowl voting is all day today, so I don't think we have any time restraints. Today is the last day. I don't know about the exact time. Ends in less than 24 hours, and that was 10 hours ago. Okay, that might not be good. So I think we're having a special primetime edition at 7 p.m. So we'll stick to our Twitter to see if that's actually happening. I probably should have did a little bit more research for that. I thought it was going to be done by midnight tonight. But we've got to vote for Pro Bowls, and we don't have time to squeeze it into today's show. So I think we will have a a special primetime show. That is the overall message. But let's stop talking here, and let's start with these 10 minutes on the clock and break down the NBA from last night, shall we, in our NBA Daily 10. So here we go. 10 minutes on the clock. Next 10 minutes, uninterrupted basketball talk of what just happened yesterday in the NBA. 10 minutes on the clock, and the 10 minutes start now. All right, tons of games gone in the NBA last night, and we had two bets going, and we hit our bets, folks. Come on, 2 for 2 last night in the NBA, and the NBA betting is just so much easier to get a grasp on than the NFL, and I don't know if it's because there's 80 games compared to 16, 17 games in the NFL, one a week compared to, 2-3 times a week here for the NBA, but we got our finger on the pulse here in the NBA, and we are cashing out almost on a daily basis. So first game up here, and one of our bets, Rockets at the Cavs, and we had to start taking the Cavs here. We know we can trust this team. They're absolutely fantastic, young squad here, but they got some great talent, and everybody's stepping up. Once again, one of their main guards is out for the season. They still got Darius Garland, but who was it? It was Darius Garland. Oh my God, he's been out for so long we forgot the man's name. How unfortunate. But the Cavs are still getting it done. We took them minus 9 points, minus 8.5. Remember, it dropped down while we were talking about better value for us. But we took the Cavs minus 8.5, and they won by, I don't even know all this math, folks, 35 points here, 35 easy points here. So bango, Cavs get the win, 124-89. For the Cavs to get it done, it was Darius Garland, 21 points, 3 assists. Isaac Okoro filling in for that other guard. Colin Sexton, that's who it is. Colin Sexton, absolutely fantastic. But Isaac Okoro has been filling in at the 2 here, 20 points with him. Jared Allen, a little bit of a light night last night. 6 points, 9 rebounds, only played 18 minutes. Dean Wade with 16 points, 10 rebounds, and then Lauri Markkanen, 12 points, 2 rebounds off the bench. Absolutely fantastic. Kevin Love's been absolutely phenomenal here for this Cavs team, especially off the bench. or really only off the bench. Kevin Love, 15 points, 6 rebounds, a plus 24 on the floor. Ricky Rubio, 7 points, 12 assists. Absolutely fantastic. So just look at the scoring, folks. Off the bench, we get Ricky Rubio with 7 points, Ed Davis with 4 points, C.D. Osman with 8 points, Lamar Stevens with 5 points, Kevin Pongos with 2 points. We get Dylan Weidler with 5 points, and Denzel Valentine with 3 points. I mean, everybody was getting into the game because it was really a blowout. And then for the Rockets, well, Daniel Tyson, the starting lineup. So that's all you need to know. He was a minus 24 on the floor. That was the second worst of the entire team. And Garrison Matthews, he was the worst at minus 30. So Daniel Tyson at the 5 points, 6 rebounds, nothing good, shooting 28%. That's why they lose the game. We know this. So nothing great. The leading scorer in the starting lineup was Jashawn Tate with 12 points and 6 rebounds. That's not going to get it done. So Rockets had nobody last night. Shorthanded. They lose. They get blown out. Bingo, bango. Cavs minus 8.5. Fantastic value. All right, next game up here, Hawks at the Magic, and the Magic kept it a little close here, but the Hawks get it done. They win 111-99 over the Magic. Trae Young, 28 points. We had John Collins, 21 points, 10 rebounds, and then Clint Capella, only 7 points on 7 shots, but those 11 rebounds absolutely always coming in through clutch. And then off the bench, big-time production here. Danilo Gallinari off the bench, 10 points. We had Lou Williams off the bench, 14 points, and Cam Reddish, 13 points off the bench. Everything was kind of clicking for the Hawks last night. And then for the Magic, Cole Anthony, a little bit of a letdown. Cole Anthony finally letting us down. Cole Anthony was the worst player on the Magic last night. What mind blown. The world is coming to an end here. Cole Anthony, 7 points. He had 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Solid. But he shot 21% on 14 shots. 0 of 5 from the 3. That's not the Cole Anthony we all know and love. Damn. Leading scorer here in the starting lineup was R.J. Hampton, 15 points. We had Wendell Carter, also 9 points and 15 rebounds. Solid production here off the bench by Terrence Ross, 18 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. A great night by him. And Moritz Wagner, 19 points, 6 rebounds. Well done as well. But Cole Anthony, damn, you lost by 12. You know, we could have gotten Cole Anthony with the grand total of the 7 plus the 12 for 19 points. We know Cole Anthony can score 19 points on a game-by-game basis. That's not out of the realm of basketball here. So Magic, a little bit of a letdown at home. Couldn't get it done. Hawks get the win, 111-99. Next game up, Heat at the 76ers, and the Heat are still winning without Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. There is a big old Heat culture here in Miami. They've got the dogs bringing in PJ Tucker, and we've been known that Jimmy Butler's a dog, and now we know Tyler Hero can absolutely play and ball consistently. So everybody's just feeding off of it, folks, and missing so many players. The Heat still get the win over the 76ers. So their starting lineup, Kyle Lowry at the 1, Gabe Vincent at the 2, Duncan Robinson at the 3, PJ Tucker at the 4, and Dwayne Dedmon at the 5. We had Kyle Lowry, 14 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds. Gabe Vincent led the team in scoring, 26 big O points. Fantastic night, 7 of 12 from the 3. Dwayne Dedmon at the 5, doing, not as much offensive production, only 10 points, but those 14 rebounds, that's Bam Adebayo-like, absolutely. PJ Tucker stepped up the scoring pace, which we never really expect from him because that's not his game. 12 points at the 4, fantastic. And then Duncan Robinson getting it done. He's playing the 3 position very well here, and he's having a lot of success without Jimmy Butler. So for that, we do kind of not totally knock, but we do kind of knock Duncan Robinson a little bit for his overall production. But last night, 21 points, 8 rebounds. He shot 4 of 11 from 3. We will take that all day. So all the starters truly got it done here for the Heat. And then for the 76ers, man, I don't know what's going on with this team. Ever since, Joel Embiid came back to the starting lineup after the COVID, they have just not been what they were. They were real dominant in the first couple weeks of the season, but now they're not even winning at basically full strength here. Tyrese Maxey, 27 points, 5 assists, fantastic. Seth Curry, a little off last night, 7 points, 1 of 4 from the 3. Joel Embiid, 17 points, 14 rebounds. He was a +7 on the floor, so it wasn't Joel Embiid. Tobias Harris, 24 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, fantastic. But then Matisse Thybulle at the 3, filling in for Danny Green, 0 points on 5 shots. Danny Green coming off the bench, 9 points, 3 of 8 from the 3. So, Danny Green starting lineup bench, it doesn't really matter. So, yeah, we want him coming off the bench. And then there's just nothing else good here by the 76ers. So, a little bit of a disappointing last couple of weeks here. And we'll see if they can get back on track. But well done for the Heat, getting these wins without their main guys. The Heat get the win, 101-96. All right, next matchup up here, Lakers at the Mavericks. One of our other bets from last night, our last bet to close out our two-team hitter. You love to see it. Lakers get the win 107-104, and we only had to swallow a point and a half there, so they win by 3. Bingo, bango, that's what we're talking about. And, a lot of threes and a lot of craziness going on in this game. We had Russell Westbrook hitting a big old 3, and then it was Austin Reeves with big old 3s, and then the game winner as well. So Austin Reeves coming off the bench, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 5 of 6 from the 3 in the game winner last night. Now, is Austin Reeves going to be the new kind of C.D. Osman a little bit? LeBron loved C.D. when he was back in Cleveland. Now, with the Lakers, Austin Reeves truly coming up big here. His coming out game, if you will. We'll see if he gets increased minutes. Played 32 last night. He shot extremely well. Like we said, 5 of 6 from the 3. So this could be the Lakers' saving grace. We'll see. Russell Westbrook, 23 points, 9 assists, 10 rebounds. He only shot 1 of 4 from the 3, but the 3 was huge, and it came late in the fourth quarter. Absolutely fantastic. He was a +8 on the floor. Avery Bradley, a little struggling last night, 5 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. He was a +9, so I guess we should give him credit. Just didn't, put up the most points, 1 of 5 from the 3. Definitely could have been better there. Anthony Davis playing the 5 here, 20 points, 12 rebounds. LeBron at the 4, 24 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. And then Wayne Ellington, 9 points on 3 of 9 from the 3, 3 steals, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, a +10 on the floor. That was absolutely fantastic as well. Off the bench, like we said, the Adam Reeves, fantastic game winner. And then Carmelo Anthony, also 9 points, 4 rebounds to get it done for the Lakers. And then for the Mavericks, no Luka Doncic last night, and they lose with Luka, they lose without him. It's just, I don't know what this team is. They shoot a lot, but it's never great. They shot 27% from the 3 last night, not good. Jalen Brunson at the 1, filling in for Luka Doncic, 25 points, 9 assists, that was fantastic. Reggie Bullock, 0 points on 4 shots. Dwight Powell, 2 points on 2 shots at the 5 in only 13 minutes. We had Porzingis, 23 points, 12 rebounds. He only shot 1 of 7 from the 3. There's just no clutch ability. I guess that's really it. With Luka, there is clutch ability, but when they have Luka in the lineup, everybody else is trash. So I don't know what the hell is going on with this team. Tim Hardaway Jr. got it done in 40 minutes, and we usually can rely on Tim Hardaway Jr., but with Luka Doncic in the lineup, they don't get the wins, and they still lose. So truly don't know what's going on with this Mavs team, folks. Lakers get the win 107-104. Alrighty, we've got a minute left on the clock here in a tons of games, so we got to go a little bit quicker here. Next matchup up, Pacers at the Bucks, and the Bucks get the win with no Giannis and no Chris Middleton, and they still get the win. Grayson Allen still even had a bad performance, so what the hell? We know we can never bet on the Pacers. That's why betting in the NBA is easy. Just never take the Pacers, and you will probably always win. Grayson Allen, 6 points on 1 of 6 from the 3, 15% on 13 shots. What are you doing? This man's truly been underwhelming the last month, 2 months in the NBA. This man's kind of floundered. Drew Holiday got it done with 26 points. Bobby Portis at the 5, 20 points, 9 rebounds. Pat Connaughton with 20 points, and that's why they were able to overcome this Pacers team. Sabonis, 16 points, 4 rebounds. Miles Turner, 13 points. Leading scorer was Karis LeVert with 16 points. There's just no great depth there, nothing else. Bucks get the win, 114-99. Alrighty, that is our 10 minutes, so let's quickly just round all these rest of these games out. Lots of games on last night. We get the Pelicans at the Thunder, and just crazy. It was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander hitting a wild 3 to tie up the game, and then it was Graham with the 3/4 quarter court 3 to get the win. So absolute insanity the last 3 seconds of this game. Pelicans come out on top 113-110. For the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram, 34 points, 8 rebounds. Valanciunas, 19 points, 16 rebounds, 6 of those offensive. Absolutely fantastic. And then Devontae Graham with the game winner, 15 points, 8 assists. That was all fantastic. They are truly just missing Zion. Zion comes back, and this team is back to being a really solid force to be reckoned with in the NBA. And then for the Thunder, yes, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had a wild 3 to tie up the game, 33 points. Unfortunately, that's really all that showed up. The second leading scorer was Josh Giddey with 17 points, 7 assists, and 9 rebounds. And no Lugan Stort last night, and they get the loss. All right, then we get the Hornets at the Spurs. Hornets get the win 131-115 over the Spurs. For the Hornets, Terry Rozier, 13 points. Kelly Oubre Jr. coming back to the bench, and he's floundering, folks. 3 points on 5 shots. So we saw Kelly Oubre Jr. in the starting lineup getting it done over the last couple of games when they called upon him. Back to the bench and floundering. So not great there. Exactly where we want him off the bench. James Bo Knight off the bench, Jalen McDaniels off the bench with 15 points, and PJ Washington, 12 points, 9 rebounds off the bench. And then for the Spurs, we got DeJounte Murray with 10 points. Leading scorer was Keldon Johnson. Unfortunately, they come up a little bit short here. Then we get the Timberwolves at the Nuggets, and once again, don't bet the Nuggets. And this turned out to be great value that we probably should have taken. I apologize for not highlighting this value a little bit more. It was Timberwolves plus 3.5, around 3.5 to 5, something like that. And they get the straight up win here, 124-107. Don't bet the Nuggets, folks. Don't bet the Nuggets with just Jokic and Aaron Gordon. It doesn't work. Jokic gets it done. We've got no problem with that. 27 points, 11 assists. But then we get Aaron Gordon, 8 points on 6 shots. You need to be the second leading scorer here. And then for the Timberwolves, the big three, D'Angelo Russell did play last night. He was questionable when we talked about the game. D'Angelo Russell, 16 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds. Fantastic night. Karl Anthony Towns, 32 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Anthony Edwards, 38 points, 5 rebounds. The big three gets it done there with the Timberwolves. They get the win, 124-107. Last 3 games, quickly. Clippers at the Jazz. The Jazz depth gets the win here, 124-103. The Jazz Foiks. Rudy Gobert, 20 points and 17 rebounds. Great night. Donovan Mitchell, 27 points, 6 assists. Off the bench, the big three, the other big four starting lineup off the bench. Hassan Whiteside, 11 points, 7 rebounds. Rudy Gay, 5 points, 4 assists, 3 steals. Jordan Clarkson, 14 shots, 21 points, 4 assists. And then Joe Ingles only shot 1 of 5 from the 3. Not great, 3 points, but overall their depth, it doesn't matter. And then you pile on Bojan Bogdanovic, 20 points on 6 of 7 from the 3. Fantastic. That's enough to get it done. No Paul George last night for the Clippers, and that's all we need to know, right? Last 2 games, here we go. Grizzlies at the Blazers. Grizzlies get the win, 113-103 over the Blazers. For the Grizzlies, we got Steven Adams still doing his thing. Down low, 10 points, 14 rebounds, 7 of those rebounds offensive. No John Morant still, and they're still getting these wins. Desmond Bane, 23 points. Tyus Jones, 12 points. Off the bench, Kyle Anderson, 13 points, 11 rebounds. And Xavier Tillman, 10 big old points. And then for the Blazers, just not getting it done. Damian Lillard got it done, 21 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. Norman Powell got it done, 25 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds. But that's all that really is. I guess we can also shout out Anthony Simons up the bench, 22 big old points here. But still, there's just nothing good, nothing threatening about the Blazers. And then the last game of the night, the Wizards at the Kings, and the Kings get the win, 119-105. And the Wizards, man, not that solid of a team. Kyle Kuzma floundered last night, 6 points on 30% shooting on 10 shots. Bradley Beal, 30 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. That was well done, but everything else just a little lackluster overall. And then for the Kings, we had De'Aaron Fox, 28 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Davion Mitchell, 13 points, 5 assists. Buddy Hield coming off the bench doing his thing, 7 threes, 15 points out of him. And then Tristan Thompson, 15 big old points, 4 rebounds. So Kings are starting to get it together a little bit. We'll see. Kings get the win last night, 119-105. All right, that's all the NBA that we had to go over. We will do maybe some bets on our later primetime show. We've got no time to squeeze that in today. All right, so let's shift gears a little bit and head to the NFL when we will start predicting and reacting to the Week 15 lines. But there is one story we got to talk about, folks, and I'm sure we all know what story we're talking about. No, the big news waking up, breaking this morning, late last night, all of that. And that news is Urban Meyer is out, folks. Urban Meyer is finally out in Jacksonville. Not even a full season, but it was the right choice, folks. What the hell was going on? It was every single day, folks, a new story was breaking of Urban Meyer just being a complete jackass, an asshole, nobody, like not a good leader or a mentor. I mean, folks, we preach leadership all the time here on the show, usually by the players, because we don't really have to think, head coaches not being good leaders, because that's basically what a coach is, a true great leader. But we preach leadership all the time, the Dak, all of that, the quarterback's getting it done on the sideline, pumping him up. But Urban Meyer was doing everything opposite of a leader, kicking his kicker and being like, I'll kick whoever the hell I want, not slapping up. Y'all love, the sportsmanship and all that, the after-game handshake. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I can go really either way. I don't think we should be putting that much weight and emphasis on, sportsmanship. And, if you don't show sportsmanship, you're like the devil and all that. And well, I guess I can show the clip right now. Just Urban Meyer after last game against Tennessee, shaking hands with Mike Vrabel. They were on the same coaching staff, I believe, some other time in college. Urban Meyer to Mike Vrabel, not even like making eye contact, just a quick little handshake, nothing good, no hug, no embrace, nothing like that. So don't tell me Urban Meyer's a good leader or a good person or anything like that. He's not treating his former, coaches that he was with respect. He doesn't even give a damn about them. It looked like he got his ass kicked and he was in his feelings and he just said, okay, I think, and headed off. So Urban Meyer out of Jacksonville, 100% the right call. Couldn't have come soon enough. And now finally Trevor Lawrence, your kind of get out of jail free card is a little out the window, so you're really gonna have to step it up here. Trevor Lawrence has been super underwhelming all year long, not accurate really, one of the worst just overall quarterbacks of this draft class so far. Mac Jones looking leaps and bounds ahead of Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor Lawrence went number 1. So Trevor Lawrence, be aggressive on third down. The accuracy's got to get cleaned up, put up the points, most importantly. So, these next couple of weeks, we're truly going to keep a big old close hawk eye on Trevor Lawrence. But back to Urban Meyer. He needed to be fired. He was not a good coach for this Jaguars team, and we'll point out on all the mistakes he's made because there's a lot of them. But first, let's get these quotes from Shad Khan, the owner of the Jags, and why he made the decision when he did it and why he did it and all that. So here we go. Jags owner Shad Khan said, quote, after deliberation over many weeks because every day something bad was coming out about Urban Meyer. So yes, about over the course of many weeks. After deliberation over many weeks and a thorough analysis of the entirety of Urban's tenure with our team, I am bitterly disappointed to arrive at the conclusion that an immediate change is imperative for everyone. Imperative for everyone. The coaches, the players, even the kicker folk, they all wanted this dude out because he was a complete deranged, off-the-hinge maniac who thought he was entitled because he got it done at a lower level. He was a good coach at a lower level, so he thought he automatically got those wins from the lower level, and they transferred over. Folks, let me tell you something. If you attended an online school, an online college, and then try to transfer those credits to Harvard, I don't think any of those would transfer, and I don't even think you would be able to apply to Harvard. They see you on online college like Phoenix University. No disrespect to Larry Fitzgerald, he's made a living off of Phoenix University. But if you went to Phoenix University and then tried to get into Harvard, they'd be like, no, thank you. No, thank you for the interest. Thank you for your $50, $100 application fee. Thank you. But, yeah, no. I mean, that's the same thing Urban Meyer was trying to do here. Bring his college credentials up into the NFL system. And we know the NFL is the cream of the crop, the tippy top. There's 1, 2, 3 good players on a average college roster, and those are split between offensive, defense, and special teams. Where in the NFL, they're all good. They're all very good. That's why those are the best of the best. All of the best college players get drafted into the NFL, so now every team is good, where Urban Meyer was facing garbage on a week-by-week basis. Oh, and also it's college. Hey, we've got money. We've got the program. Here's $100 under the table. Oh, you want to play for us? Oh, okay, we acquire all the best talent. So Urban Meyer, please get off your high horse that you're some great, brilliant coach that can out-scheme and outwork anybody. You're a garbage leader, a garbage coach, and your wins at the college system does not impress anybody because we went through the same thing is it a decade ago now? How unfortunate is that? Nick Saban at the college level, he couldn't get it done. So spare me, Urban Meyer, please. You are garbage. You don't belong in the NFL, and not a leader at all, anything like that. So I'm definitely glad he's gone. But let's get back to this Jaguars Shad Khan owner's statements here. All right, so here we go. I am bitterly disappointed to arrive at the conclusion that an immediate change is imperative for everyone. I have informed Urban of the change this evening. As I stated in October, regaining our trust and respect was essential. Regrettably, it did not happen. So once again, the first big old instance that got everybody's attention was Urban Meyer not taking the team plane back, staying in Ohio and cheating on his wife at a local bar where congratulations to Urban, he got a very young lady to give him a lap dance. I guess that's all he's about, folks. So he needed Urban Meyer. Shad Khan said it in the statement. We read the statement. Hey, you need to regain our trust and our respect. And what has he done since then? Kicked his players, forced great players that everybody respects out of the team facility because they were so angry at what Urban Meyer was doing. That doesn't sound like anybody regaining trust and respect, in my opinion. Another quote here, Trent Bulk continues as our general manager and will work with Daryl to ensure that our team will be inspired and competitive while representing Jacksonville proudly over our final 4 games of the season. Yeah, once again, somebody's got to represent this team proudly because it's not Urban Meyer. And Daryl Bevell, is that correct? Is the interim head coach. Let me make sure. Yeah, Daryl Bevell will be the interim head coach here for the Jaguars. So he's not going to be any worse than Urban Meyer, and I think a lot of people are going to be playing well this week for the Jags because they know, hey, ding dong, the witch is dead, the wicked witch is dead, bang bang. So hey, let's go out and prove, hey, it was actually him, and put all the blame on him because that's how these Jaguars players would want their revenge, best served cold, right? Hey, we go up and put up 50 points, blow out a team, get the win, and then we're streaking for the rest of the season here without Urban Meyer. Last quote here by Shad Khan, quote, in the spirit of closure and recharging our players, staff, and fan base, I will not comment further until some point following the conclusion of the NFL season. So that's all we got out of Shad Khan. Said it came down to trust and respect, and obviously we know that's big old factors in football, in sports in general. So, we all know, well, maybe y'all don't know the entirety of the list here. Let's get everything that has happened here with Urban Meyer and why it all came to a head this early and not letting him complete a full season as a head coach. So here we go. First thing, hired Chris Doyle as the team's director of sports performance. Doyle was accused of making racist comments and belittling players during his time at Iowa. After heavy backlash, Doyle resigned. So once again, Urban Meyer hiring like-minded people of himself, using racist comments, belittling players, which basically Urban Meyer did. He kicked the kicker, folks. He kicked an NFL kicker, I believe it was Josh Lambo, kicked him in practice, and then when Lambo said, hey, don't do that to me, he said, I will do whatever the fuck I want, basically. I'm the head coach. So yeah, belittling players. He hires other people around him. That's why the general consensus is of like need to and time's up is that. And all that is they know that the top of the snake, they all think and hire people and basically just people that have that same like-minded thinking overall. So that's where you get kind of the institutional racism and all that because it starts at the top and then they hire like-minded people and it trickles all the way down. That's just the overall thinking of it. Agree, disagree. I don't really care what y'all think, but that's what it is. So yes, hiring other garbage people, we already knew. That was already the tell that Urban Meyer was trash himself. Next thing, he signed Tim Tebow as a tight end. And I know y'all love that story. Oh, Tim Tebow back in the league. Oh, he's so good. And remember Tebow time and all that. Oh, he's so good. He deserves another chance and all that. Y'all know how we felt about that. Once again, it's a bad sign to your players of, hey, we're going to try out this guy who's never played this position ever. And he wasn't even good at his main position. And we're going to give him a look over all the other people. And they drafted a tight end this draft. So it was just so bizarre that he did that. He drafted a running back in the first round despite having James Robinson on the roster. Now that I don't care about. Draft running backs in the first round. I know that's like the cardinal sin. I don't give a damn about that. I take Najee Harris first round like they did. Thank goodness. I take Najee Harris number 1 overall. Redraft it? Yeah, I take Najee Harris number 1 overall. I don't care. So yeah, I don't care about that. Even though that they've got a good running back. Yeah, I'm not putting that on Urban Meyer. All right, next one. Openly admitted that he was hoping to draft Kadarius Toney with the pick they used on Travis Etienne. So yes, something else you can say, hey, we didn't really want you. We got you, so you're here. Why is he going to work and go and fight and run through the wall for you, the head coach, Urban Meyer, when you basically came out and said, hey, I don't even want you? What kind of leadership is that, folks? Truly. Told reporters that they cut players due to their vaccine status. NFLPA opened an investigation on those comments. You weren't allowed to do that. You can have that thinking, and I guess that's I don't even know if that's fine or not. But once again, saying that out loud, knowing you can't say that, an investigation opened up. It's like, what are we doing? He had an open competition for the starting quarterback between Trevor Lawrence and Gardner Minshew. Now we know Gardner Minshew was good, but we know that you just used a number 1 overall pick on your quarterback. You're obviously not going to start Gardner Minshew. You're not going to do it. Even though Gardner Minshew's good, you just cemented your face of the franchise. You don't not start him. And then they ended up trading him. So you just get rid of all of that time. And they were splitting reps 50-50 throughout the entire training camp in OTA. So you're taking away valuable time and reps in overall just practice from Trevor Lawrence. And we see Trevor Lawrence, he's struggling mightily. Hey, is that causation correlation? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Next thing up, not last thing, we still got another half a list to go. He didn't travel with the team after their week 4 loss to Cincinnati. Viral videos and photos emerge of him with another woman that's not his wife. Yes, cheating on his wife, never good. Does that sound good? Y'all love marriage, the institution of marriage. Y'all love that, but y'all are getting divorced 50%, so I'll let y'all be with that. Report says he called his coaches, quote, losers. An argument with Marvin Jones, a player, calling his coaches losers when he's never achieved anything than the college system, when it's kind of, hey, the biggest brands get the wins. Hey, how hard is that? He benched James Robinson. Like we said, we talked about that. He fumbled. I get it. But then, somebody brought it to his attention. Hey, why'd you bench him? Or why is he not back in? And then he immediately brings him in. So it kind of seemed like, hey, he was doing something wrong. Former kicker goes on record and says Meyer once kicked him and told him, hey, dipshit, make your fucking kicks. I mean, what the heck? Hey, how about we, coach him up? I'm all, for going hard on kickers because that's all they do is kick. I get it, folks. But still, you have to get the best out of these players. That's what the coach does, folks. The head coach, great leadership. You coach them up. You make them feel, even when they're trash, you build them up. Same thing with Mike Tomlin. He could have been like, Chase Claypool, he's trash. He's a clown. He doesn't care about our team. Did he go out and say that? Y'all said that. I saw y'all all say that. But Mike Tomlin was like, hey, he's a young guy. He's maturing. Definitely got to correct it, but we're working on it and all that. Not, hey, fucker. Hey, fucko. Hey, catch the ball and get up and actually hand it to the ref and not be an imbecile and a selfish asshole, you dumb fuck, and all that. Like, he's not going like that, like Urban Meyer is. And then obviously the 2-11 record exacerbated everything. So yes, Urban Meyer obviously needed to be out, but then we get, his daughter takes to Instagram and, hey, all right, it's the daughter, go ahead and defend your dad. I've got no problem with that, but come on, a little bit right here. Let's have some overall acknowledgement of what's been going on. So this is what his daughter says on Instagram, quote, the enemy, aka the world, really doesn't want to see good people win. Oh, I forgot Urban Meyer was a good person, kicking other grown men and saying, hey, dipshit, make your kicks, calling other grown men losers. Oh, I forgot. He's a really good person. I forgot about that. Quote. Back to the quote, and you can argue whether my dad is, quote, a good person or not based on what you see in the media. Super reliable source of info, as we know. Ooh, what a good dig. Ooh, everything on the everything on the internet is disinformation. Oh, you're disinformation. Oh, you don't even know reliable sources. Oh, what a good dig, right? Back to the quote. Anyone who truly knows us knows how incredible he is as a person. He's such an incredible dad that he goes out and cheats on my wife with younger children like my age, like me. I actually don't know how old his daughter is, so if I'm saying anything out of line, I truly retract that. I apologize. But yeah, anyone who truly knows us knows how incredible he is as a person. Well, we've been seeing him. You're kind of in a fishbowl in the NFL. That's higher than college. A lot more people pay attention. The media will blast you. So we've been seeing Urban Meyer not be a incredible person. So I get it. You're the daughter. You want to stick up for daddy, but daddy's on, business, getting lap dances, actively wrecking your home. So what are we doing? Back to the quote. There's still more more sentences, folks. Quote, and the world hates any platform we have, so he's going to create chaos to destroy it. And the world hates any platform we have? Everybody loved Urban Meyer. What are you, nuts? People loved and gushed over Urban Meyer. Everyone couldn't wait till he got into the NFL because they all knew he would be so good because he was good at college. So what are you talking about? The world hates any platform we have. Oh, stop it. Can you be real, please? Little does he know he's making it stronger. It's not over. Keep watching. So I don't know what she's trying to get at here. And then she goes and says, quote, what a bully, with pictures of him hugging all these players. Well, what about the pictures where he was kicking the players? Oh, wait, yeah, there wasn't staged photos around then. Okay. And all these pictures were kind of taken besides the Trevor Lawrence half hug right here. Everything was kind of on a winning side. Yeah, so everything goes right. Urban Meyer's not an asshole. And then the last picture right here. This bully always says, quote, family is everything. He says family is everything? Oh, he does. Interesting. Because I got a video from a bar that kind of says a little differently. I think he likes a lot of strange out there. No, this bully always says family is everything. This is so absurd, folks. I get it. Defending your dad, defending your family, I get it. But come on, doing this? The bully always says family is everything after he actively cheated on your mom? Come on. Always forced us on stage to be in pics with him because he couldn't enjoy the moment without us. I'm pretty sure Urban Meyer doesn't give a damn about his family. After I saw how he treated these people, I'm sure it's all for show and for clout. Hey, my beautiful family. People love their families, folks. People love showing off their families, and everything that we've seen out of Urban Meyer, I'm sure all of these photos of Urban Meyer with his family on the podiums, those winning podiums in that, once again, college system, it's all for show, in my opinion. He's a phony, baloney man. I don't trust him. I don't believe in him. He's a garbage person overall, and I'm here to stand by those comments. I don't care that he's good to his family. Have y'all seen Succession? Have y'all seen Succession, folks? You can like your family and also kind of wish your family was dead. No, they all kind of hate each other. The dad is just absolutely going crazy. This new season's wild. But yeah, I mean, Urban Meyer is literally, what's his name? Why am I blanking? Roy. He's the Roy dude, okay? So stop it. Urban Meyer deserves to be fired. His daughter's going to his defense, going a little bit overboard, whatever. Yeah, once again, he always treats people, that he knows that he's close with, with dignity and respect. But once again, the Mike Vrabel handshake from last week after getting absolutely blown out, just a handshake and nothing else. So spare me. Alrighty, so that is the Urban Meyer story. Obviously needed to be fired, a garbage person, and we are not going to miss him. Him and Tim Tebow, folks, came into the league together and exited basically together, a little apart. But overall, the same season, in and out. That's what we love to see. Alrighty, we spent way too much on Urban Meyer, but hey, that's what it is. So now let's try and see where the value is this week in the NFL, folks. Where is Vegas being disrespectful? Where are they trying to get some sucker bets in? We've got all that information for you. We know how to decipher lines. We've been killing it all season long, killed it last week, and we're ready to kill it again, and we'll see where the great value is. So let's start breaking down these games, predicting the lines, and we'll see where we are in relation to Vegas. So here we go. Thursday night game tonight, Chiefs at the Chargers. This is going to be a great game, folks. Chargers, a real test. Another big test here for the Chargers. Coming off 2 wins, impressive. We absolutely love it. But back here, Thursday night football, primetime game at home against the Chiefs, all that big time game. So Brandon Staley, aggressive, got to see him be smart here. Now, we're never going to question Brandon Staley's play calling again because he gets it done. Aggressive on 4th down, all that, and more time than not, he gets it done. So I think Brandon Staley's the only head coach that I've seen so far this season that we are going to give a free pass to do whatever the hell he wants. Go for it on 4th and 20. Go for it on 4th down at your own 2-yard line. You deserve to have that kind of not questionability about him. We've seen Justin Herbert play absolutely fantastic last season, carrying it over to this season as well. Overall, the Chiefs' offense is kind of a little stalling. The defense has truly cleaned up over the last last, month, 2 months here. But the offense needs to kind of be a little bit more consistent out here. So I think it's going to be a great game. I'm going to give a slight edge here to the Chiefs. We're going to call this one Chiefs -1.5, but it's going to be a great game overall, and we get to see Justin Herbert on primetime television. That's more than enough. I just need to see Justin Herbert. Let's appreciate the greatness that is Justin Herbert tonight, and I don't think we're going to get that much great value out of this game, but we'll see what Vegas puts it at. Our official prediction is Chiefs -1.5. All right, next game up here is the Raiders at the Browns, and these are Saturday games, folks. These next two games are Saturday, 4:30, Raiders at Browns, and everybody's out for the Browns with the COVID. The big old COVID in the NFL here. I don't even know if Vegas will put a line for this game because they may be waiting for the COVID protocol to get a little bit clearer before they release an official spread. So we'll see what this spread is when we get to it. But no viability in this Raiders team. The offense is lacking. The defense is lacking. Derek Carr is not consistent. He's turning over the ball here. This Browns team, they're squeaking out some wins. We have not seen them put together a full 4 quarters of offense together in a while, and it is actively kind of concerning us here. But another week, another opportunity to kind of prove us wrong. We'll see if they take it. I guess I just put this one at Browns -3 just because of all the COVID. We probably get Case Keenum instead of Baker Mayfield. We probably still have Nick Chubb at the minimum, so that's going to be great. And we'll see what Kevin Stefanski do. We'll call this one Browns -3, folks. All right, maybe one of the best games of the week, and it's on Saturday night, folks. Patriots at the Colts. Big old test for this Colts team. What can they do, and what can they do good? We know the Patriots shut down the best thing that you do. So what is the best thing the Colts do? And that is to run the football. So now we're expecting Carson Wentz to have a little bit more input and a little bit more overall of an influence on the overall game because we're expecting him to pass the ball more. And that's not good because we don't trust Carson Wentz. We don't really believe in this passing game that the Colts has. It's shown us nothing great consistently the entire season. For the Patriots, defense absolutely fantastic, Bill Belichick, and we get Mac Jones playing absolutely phenomenal game-managing football. Colts defense is really solid. So, potential for a lower scoring game here, but I'm not buying the Colts passing game. I don't think the Colts will be able to run this game, folks. The Patriots will shut this down. I'm going to call this one Colts -1 there at home. Start at -3. I think the Patriots are just overall better, but this Colts defense is real solid. It's a solid defense right here, but we'll call this one Colts -1. All right, now to the Sunday action, the Sunday slate. Here we go. Cowboys at the Giants. Cowboys defense alone can easily win this game. Daniel Jones, Mike Glennon, doesn't matter who you put out there. Freddie Kitchens is not going to get it done. So this one's easy. Cowboys -11.5, folks. That's what our spread's going to be. And we'll probably have to stay away from it because we just saw what Washington did in the second half. Cowboys, once again, the offense a little kind of spotty here, and we're starting to get concerned as the season progresses. But the defense is absolutely the real deal. The Walk of Fame defense. We absolutely love it. We'll call this one Cowboys -11.5. This Giants team, they've got nothing. All right, next matchup up here, Texans at the Jags, 2 trash teams. Jags, I think, can be a little reinvigorated now that Urban Meyer is gone. Everybody's going to want to play for this game. The Jaguars are also at home. Great time by Shad Khan to out Urban Meyer. You get the home win. Everything's looking good heading into next week, and obviously nobody will even care what happens for the rest of the season with the Jags as long as you get the only first win without Urban Meyer. So, Jags here, I think I kind of like it. For the Texans, Davis Mills had his best game last week. We'll see if he can continue to keep that up. But once again, there's no great pieces here. And we've seen some great glimpses of this Jaguars defense being very, very good this season. So I'm liking the Jags here, folks. And I know this is crazy, but I'm going to call this one Jags -4.5, folks. I truly think they're that much better than this Texans team, even given all the trash that they have on their roster as well. All right, next game up here is the Titans at the Steelers. And man, oh man, that Titans team, I really thought the offense would be fantastic last week, but they only put up 20 points against the Jags. The defense got it done, and that's what we know. The Steelers defense is solid here. The Steelers offense can't really do anything. We get Chase Claypool's, mishap last week. We get the offense kind of stalling until basically the last drive here. The Steelers defense isn't anything spectacular either. Both trying to, make the playoffs here, keep up their playoff seeding. But the Titans offense, we just can't really buy into Ryan Tannehill with no established elite running game. And that's exactly what we know Ryan Tannehill is, an above average game manager where you need a lot of great pieces to kind of help him out. So Steelers defense may be able to kind of take advantage of the Titans' lackluster offense, but can we buy the Steelers offense? No, folks, we can't. So I would say this is going to be a lower scoring game, a battle of the defenses. I'm going to just put this one right on the line of Steelers -3 because they are at home, and we'll see. Maybe we get good value. I mean, if we're getting like 5, 6, 7 points with the Titans, now I think we're getting into great value territory, but we'll see if Vegas goes that high. So we'll predict it Steelers -3. All right, next game up here is the Jets and the Dolphins. We always know Vegas disrespects the Dolphins, so potential great value for this game. Dolphins off the bye, reinvigorated, now back into that playoff hunt, right in the thick of it here. Jets, not great offensively. I mean, they can't do anything consistently. They're usually good on maybe the first 2 drives, and that's really it. But, offhand, freestyle calling plays, because we know the first drive, maybe, spill over to the second drive, is a little scripted plays that they work on all week. This Jets offense can't really do anything. This Dolphins defense is getting better and better and better and better and better by the week. I'm calling this one Dolphins -9.5, folks. Yes, sir. We believe in Tua in this offense getting better every single week. Phillip Lindsay should be good. Hopefully, he was a little COVID sick. Myles Gaskin, a little COVID sick. Hopefully, they're back in time. We'll see what happens. Either way, Dolphins -9.5. This Jets offense will be absolutely smothered by this Finns defense. Now, we're still trying to come up with a nickname, folks. So send us your best Dolphins nickname. We've got the provocateurs of the Patriots and the Walk of Fame defense of the Cowboys, folks. So little examples there if you're looking for a good old nickname for the Dolphins. Dolphins -9.5 is our official prediction. Then the next game up here, Washington at the Eagles. And Washington, came back from behind. Taylor Heineke a little banged up. Do we get any news on the good old Heineke, man? Is he going to be good to go, or are they going to have to rock with Kyle Allen? If they're rocking with Kyle Allen, we give them no credit to win this game. But if they're going with Taylor Heineke, we can maybe see a little something here. Give them a couple of points. So here we go. What do we got? What do we got for our man? Do we even see him on this list? Kyle Allen has COVID-19, so that's not great. Once again, the COVID-19 is sweeping both the NFL and the NBA currently. But is that right? Am I not even seeing our man Taylor Heineke on the injury report? So he's gonna be good to play, which is very good because they don't have their backup in Kyle Allen. So yeah, I'm not seeing Taylor Heineke on here. All right, so it's going to be Taylor Heineke to go to play. Okay. This Eagles defense should be able to get it done. Gardner Minshew may play again this week. Jalen Hurts is not 100%, but either way, we believe in the offense. We believe Gardner Minshew can get it done because the running game is already established. So Washington's defense is getting better here over the last couple of weeks. I would say the last month, it's really kind of reached its peak of the season here. But Eagles at home, Eagles offense looking good, and they just can move the ball passing and running. So I like what this Eagles team is showing. A little bit of a dinged Taylor Heineke. I don't know if that's great to bet on. I'm going to call this one Eagles -4.5. All right, then we get the Cardinals at the Lions, and Cardinals need a win because of a bad loss last week on Monday Night Football against the Rams, and this Lions team is still absolutely abysmal. We just saw that last week. Even coming off of that win, they are still trash. So we're going to call this one Cardinals we'll go -9.5 there on the road. Easy peasy for the Cardinals. All right, folks, listen up and listen up good. Here we go. Panthers at the Bills. Bills -20, folks. That's all. That is all that is acceptable. Anything else will be disrespectful. We know the Bills beat the bad teams. That's all they're good. That's what they made their living on. That's what got everybody crazy this year, saying that the Bills are good because they beat the bad teams early on in the season. Defense is solid. Offense is struggling, real spotty. Red zone just between the 20s, just real spotty altogether. But at the end of the day, it's the Panthers, folks. Absolutely abysmal. Bills at home, fantastic. The Panthers, folks. It's Cam Newton. No buyability. Absolutely no betability there. Bills -20. All right, then we get the Bengals at the Broncos, and this is going to be a great matchup overall. Who is going to be proven to be a fraud during this game? Or maybe they just both play well. It comes down to the last game, and comes down to the last play, and they're both not frauds. But Bengals at the Broncos, two streaking teams out here, both at 7-6, both huge playoff implications here with a win. So Bengals, Joe Burrow offense looking good. Bengals defense, we thought it was good, but it's a little spotty here the last couple of games. And then for the Broncos, they're at home, best thing about it, they really move the ball at home, and the defense and that mile-high air can play a little bit better. So this is going to be a great game. I think both teams are kind of evenly matched. I give a little bit of an extra point to the Bengals offense offensively, I believe in Joe Burrow a little bit more than Teddy Bridgewater. And then for the defense, I think I give it to the Bengals on a little bit of a bonus extra better than the Broncos. So just really two close teams overall. We'll call this one. I'm going to go out on a limb a little bit. I would call this one Broncos -3 and play it safe, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to call this one Broncos -2.5. I'm going to give the Bengals a little bit of an extra point benefit over the Broncos. That's how I see it, folks. I think the Bengals overall are a smidge better on a neutral field. We'll call this one Broncos -2.5 and see what Vegas has to say about that. All right, then we get the Falcons at the 49ers. Falcons, we can't buy them. Yes, we bet them last week, but it was because it was against the Panthers. That's the only time we've made the exception of our rule of never betting the Falcons. We had to break it last week because it was Cam Newton. We'll always break the rule. We'll break any rule when you compare it to Cam Newton, folks. We've got no problem doing that. This 49ers team, a great win. Jimmy G getting it done in overtime. Flawless, 6 for 6 on that drive, looking really great. Jimmy Garoppolo can get it done, folks, especially against his Falcons defense that is lackluster. 49ers at home, absolutely fantastic. And I'm going to call this one 49ers -6.5, folks. That's how much better than they are than the Falcons, absolutely. All right, then we get the Seahawks and the Rams are legit, folks. A great win against the Cardinals. That was the greatest win at the greatest time for this Rams team. Officially not pretenders anymore for this Rams team. They're at home. The Seahawks, unfortunately, they're trying to make that playoff push, but now they have to unfortunately face the Rams at home. Not looking good. This Rams defense will be able to shut down the Seahawks offense. It's so not great or consistent at all. And this Rams offense is so explosive. They just took care of that Cardinals defense. They'll have no problem taking care of the Seahawks defense. I'm going to call this one Rams -7. All right, last three games. Let's go through these quickly. Here we go. Packers at the Ravens. Packers looking real gosh dang good, folks. They just win games. And I believe Lamar Jackson is a little questionable this week. He could go. He may not. Either way, we believe in Tyler Huntley to get it done. He is the same dual threat that Lamar Jackson is. Obviously not as good speedster because that's what makes Lamar Jackson so gosh dang great. But what do we got here for the quarterbacks? Lamar Jackson is questionable, so that's what it is, folks. Lamar Jackson, will he play, will he not? Aaron Rodgers still dealing with that kind of toe injury, but, he's getting it done, not making excuses, still playing and throwing the ball absolutely well. Just destroyed the Bears again, and I think, with this Ravens defense being banged up, the Packers will have no problem getting another win. This team is so gosh dang consistent, and this Packers defense, folks, it's so underrated. It's so under talked about. Top defense in the league. You can make the argument for best defense in the league for the Packers, honestly. So I'm going to call this one Packers -4. Yeah, I'm going to do a full 7-point swing here to Ravens -4 on the road. Or Packers -4 on the road, excuse me. All right, then it leads us to the Sunday night football game. Saints at the Bucks, and this Bucks team is just streaking. Tom Brady, I didn't know his stats were that gosh dang good, folks. I honestly didn't. We don't really use overall season stats when we talk about these games. That's why we break it down week by week, seeing the stats, reading the stats out loud, reading the completion percentage, incompletion percentage numbers and all that, because we don't want to take the overall season, because what good is week 1, 2, 3 numbers to us now? It's not. So that's why we keep track of the numbers and the stats on a week-by-week basis. Who's trending up? Who's trending down? What are we seeing in the overall just maybe pattern of numbers and stats? So this Bucks team with Tom Brady, he's definitely MVP. I would have to say he's MVP just without looking at the numbers. I gave it to Aaron Rodgers, but then I looked at the numbers and I'm like, holy moly. And we'll talk about this a little bit more in our primetime show tonight, 7 p.m. when we make our Pro Bowl selections. But Bucks here at home, absolutely fantastic offense, defense, rushing game is on point, folks, and that's what was so deadly with the Bucks last season. Leonard Fournette out of the backfield, running and catching the ball, absolutely fantastic all the way around. This Saints team, we do believe in Taysom Hill to get it done. We believe that's the right move for the Saints offense, but it's such a lackluster offense overall. Nothing real deep in this Bucks team will be able to take advantage of that, especially at home. So I'm going to call this one Bucks -7, folks. No real credit to the Saints team. And then the last game of the week, the Monday night game, the Saturday, Sunday leading up to the Monday night game here. Vikings at the Bears. Bears absolutely abysmal. I think they're still rocking with Justin Fields, but Matt Nagy has ruined this man. So you better get rid of him as soon as you really can out here. For the Vikings, no buyability, absolutely no bettability on this Vikings team. Who did they just lose to last week? Somebody bad, correct? They beat the Steelers. That was right. Thursday Night Football looking good on Thursday night. That is correct. I forgot about that instance. But overall, they beat the Steelers. We know the Steelers aren't a good team overall. And then you get the Chase Claypool kind of bungling the play that kind of played into that. And the Vikings not able to close out the game. That's why the game was close. So still worried about the turnover. Still worried about the clutch ability, the end game ability. The Bears are bad, though. The defense is okay. The offense has absolutely no weapons at all and doesn't know how to scheme for the weapons that they do have. Yes, they put up 28 points against they put up 30 points against the Packers, but remember that second quarter got real wonky, and that's where all the points for the Bears came for. So no viability in either one of these games. Either one of these teams will truly stay away from this one. I guess I call this one Bears -3. Who cares? They're trash teams. We'll probably stay away from it unless Vegas shows us some absolutely great value, which I don't even know if that's even possible with these two garbage teams right here. Alrighty, so we've got every game predicted here. So now let's see where the great value is, folks. Where is this absolutely great value this week? And where the hell is that disrespect? Because we know Vegas is going to be disrespectful, folks. They were disrespectful the first 14 weeks of the season. I doubt they're going to stop being disrespectful now. So here we go. Let's run through these matchups and see where the great value is. We make our official picks tomorrow on the show, live noon Eastern, folks. So here we go. Thursday night game, the game tonight. Chiefs at the Chargers. We predicted this line at Chiefs -1.5, and wow, it's Chiefs -3.5. Woof. Alrighty, so they're giving big credit here to this Chiefs. I get it, but I think I like the Chargers at home. And we're not going to make an official pick yet because we are going to do our primetime show at 7 p.m. So we'll save our pick for that, but I'm liking the half a point hook here, folks. I think I like it. Chargers will break down this game a little bit more tonight. All right, so Saturday slate, the 2-game Saturday. First game up, Raiders at the Browns. We predicted this game at Browns -3 because of the whole COVID thing, and it is Browns +1.5. So, Vegas is expecting all those really kind of Browns players not to go this week because of the COVID. So all those out for the Browns. Truly should stay away from this game. It could get wonky. We're not going to take this one. Raiders -1.5, Browns +1.5. No great value there. All right, the last Saturday game, Patriots at the Colts. We predicted this line at Colts -1, and it's Colts -2.5. So, Colts starts at -3, but Vegas is saying, hey, Patriots overall are a half a point better, which was our overall thinking. Patriots, we like the Patriots over the Colts. We get them +2.5. Solid value right there, folks. We may take that. We may, maybe. We might do a special Saturday edition. But the Patriots +2.5, solid value right there. That's really, how we think the line should be. Not really kind of the -3 with the Colts or anything above that for them. And I think the Patriots are going to shut them down. We'll see how great of a schemer Frank Reich is and how well Carson Wentz can take care of the football. Alrighty, now the Sunday slate here. Here we go. Let's dive right into it. First matchup up, Cowboys at the Giants. We predicted this line at Cowboys -11.5, and basically on the money. Love seeing this. Cowboys -11, so we gave it a little extra half a point hook. Sue us, folks. But that's exactly it, folks. Cowboys -11, -11.5. Doesn't bet it up to -11.5. Get a little extra good value there, folks. Just no viability in this Giants offense. That's what it's going to come down to, and hopefully this Cowboys offense can be way more consistent. We need it. We truly need it. Or, heading into the playoffs, we're not going to be that big of believers in the Cowboys, and we don't want that, folks. We love that Walk of Fame defense. Man, oh man. So Cowboys -11, exactly what it should be. All right, then we get the Texans at the Jags, and we'll see. This is going to be interesting on what Vegas puts this line at, given the Urban Meyer news today. So we predicted this line at Jaguars -4.5, and it's Jaguars -3.5. So once again, right in our thinking, we like the Jags overall. They start at -3. Vegas gives them -3.5. We were going to take it all the way up to -4.5. Either way, there's no viability in this Texans offense. The defense isn't that great, and they give up the deep ball. We'll see if Trevor Lawrence is more aggressive this week. He's got to be. Why not? Let it fly, let it loose, try and get that win without Urban Meyer. Jaguars -3.5 is the line. All right, then we get the Titans at the Steelers. We predicted this line as Steelers -3, just right on it. And wow, they say Titans -1, Steelers +1. Wow, giving no respect to the Steelers, and I think that is the right call. But the way that this Titans offense has been rolling here, it's just been super underwhelming from when, they had Derrick Henry. And obviously that's the natural progression because Derrick Henry is so gosh dang good. But I don't know, folks. Swallowing a point there with the Titans and calling it good value? I don't know. We'll see. Alrighty, next game up here, Cardinals at the Lions. We predicted this one at Cardinals -9.5, and it's Cardinals -12. So yes, exactly that, folks. Detroit Lions are trash. They were not good last week. So if they were not good coming out of a win, folks, they're not going to be good coming out of a loss. And we watched Jared Goff on that game-winning drive, and it was so trash. It wasn't even we gave us no bettability on the following week either. We were saying stay away from betting the Lions last week. We actively bet against them. Hit it. Bingo, bango. So Cardinals need to get a huge dominant win here to make up for that Rams loss, and I definitely think they get it done. Alrighty, folks, what the hell is going to happen here with this value? Hopefully, we don't have to go crazy on Vegas. Next matchup up here, Panthers at the Bills. We predicted this line at Bills -20. And not only do we predict the line being Bills -20, that's what the line should be. It should not be any lower than that. This should be the minimum low here because the Panthers are so gosh dang bad. So, Bills -20 is our official prediction, and it's Bills -11. So, that's the great value of the week, folks. Bills -11. Bet it, lock it in, and I even endorse this. Bills -25, folks. Go on, bet the alternative spread as much as you can bet it up to, which is Bills -25. How absolutely great is that value? Holy cow. Plus 400 odds, fantastic. I mean, honestly, Bills -25 should be like -110, folks, right on what the overall money line and spread, or the overall spread lines are usually. So, great value here. Bills -25. Take that, take it, folks. And the fact that the Cardinals are -12 on the road and the Bills are only -11 at home, I don't know what the hell Vegas is smoking, folks. Alrighty, next matchup up here, and I'm afraid to watch this spread. I'm afraid to see this spread if I just saw the last one, so probably great value here as well. Next matchup up, Jets at the Dolphins. We predicted this line at Dolphins -9.5, and bango, right on the money. Ding, 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 ding. Our first right of the week, folks. Woo, right on the money. Yes, sir. Woo, we've been close today, folks, but this one right on the money. Dolphins -9.5. Jets +9.5, right under that 10-point hook. Absolutely love it. We'll most likely take this for one of our picks this week, but no spoilers. Got to come in tune to tomorrow's show for the official confirmation. Alrighty, here we go. Let's keep going here. Next matchup up, Washington at the Eagles. We predicted this line at Eagles -4.5, and we truly undersold this one. Eagles -9. Is Taylor Heineke playing? I did not see him on that injury report, and that's the only reason why I'm questioning this line. I didn't think it was going to be this high with Taylor Heineke playing. So let me double check it here, because this makes more sense of a line of Taylor Heineke not playing this week. And we just said that Kyle Allen was on the COVID-19 list. All right, so Taylor Heineke on elbow injury. It didn't hurt today, so it's all around good news. Taylor Heineke says a little banged up, but on track to start versus the Eagles. That was 3 days ago. So, I mean, I think, folks, that's a lot of points. I think I like this value. Man. Taylor Heineke says he should be fine for Sunday, and we get 9? I like the Eagles, folks. I think we're like the only one that loves the Eagles as much as we do. And getting 9 here with Washington, I think, is great value. You saw how hard they fought last week at home when the Cowboys were spanking them in that first half. They came back and got it done. Potential the same here with this Eagles division rivalry, division matchup, all fighting for the playoffs, and we get 9 points? Man, either I'm not seeing something or this is great value, folks. Wow, I love that. Damn, I love that. But once again, no spoilers. You got to come back tomorrow to see if we officially take it and officially endorse it. All right, here we go. Next matchup, Bengals at the Broncos. We predicted this line at Broncos minus 2.5, and there it is, folks. Bango, ding, 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 right on the line again. Broncos minus 2.5, and once again, remember, we said, hey, we're going to give a little credit to the Bengals here, calling it Bengals plus 2.5 instead of just the Bengals minus 3, which is on the basic line because of home field advantage for the Broncos, and we said we were going to give them that extra half a point because they are overall a little smidge better, and Vegas agrees exactly with that, folks. We know what we're talking about here, folks. Come on. So, no great value either way. Going to be a great game. Most likely we'll stay away from it, but we'll see tomorrow. All right, next matchup up here, Falcons at the 49ers. We predicted this line at 49ers minus 6.5, and it is 49ers minus 9.5. So a lot more than we really wanted. We really wish we got it under that 7-point hook, but we'll have to take it under the 10-point hook here. But yeah, this Falcons team back to being not on our good graces, not in our green side, anything like that. This 49ers offense can get it done with Jimmy G. The defense is very, very good, and this Falcons offense is just not good or consistent, and they only use Cordell Patterson to do everything. So no buyability, no bettability with the Falcons. Minus 9.5 here for the 49ers. Alrighty, Packers at the Ravens. Real interested to see what Vegas does here, but we predicted this line at Packers minus 4, and it is Packers minus 5.5. So yeah, I love this Packers team. I truly love this Packers team, and this has to be the year for Aaron Rodgers, folks, to get back to the Super Bowl. I don't even need Aaron Rodgers to win the Super Bowl. I truly just need him to get to the Super Bowl. Beat Brady in an NFC Championship game. Get to the Super Bowl, please, Aaron Rodgers. This seems to be his best chance too, even though the last 3 years seem to be his best chance too. Back at it here against the Ravens. We'll see if Lamar Jackson's good to go. Packers minus 5.5. We'll see if we take that tomorrow. Then we get the Seahawks at the Rams. We predicted this line at Rams minus 7, and it's only Rams minus 4.5. Really? I'm not buying this Seahawks team. I know they won the last 2 weeks, but it's never looked good. It never looked consistent. It never looked pretty. Where the Rams looked absolutely on the money last week against the Cardinals on the road. A huge must-win game, and they got it done. I think they carry it over. The Rams are back at home. Only have to swallow 4.5 points there. Wow, more great value. That's disrespectful by Vegas. This Seahawks team is not that great overall, folks, especially that defense, man. Man, oh man. I think Matthew Stafford's going to have a great day on that team. All right, last 2 matchups there. Here we go. Saints at the Bucks, Sunday Night Football. We predicted this one as Saints minus 7, or Bucks minus 7, and it's way more than we thought, and that's exactly what it should be. We lowballed it. Bucks minus 11. No buyability on the Saints team against the Bucks. Against anybody else, we could find some buyability, believability in them with Taysom Hill. We do like it, but overall, it's a lackluster under. It's just an under. They underthrow, they undercut, they just throw under, and I think the Bucks will be able to sniff it out. Maybe not in the first half, but overall make second half adjustments, and overall the Bucks get a dominant win overall. And then the Monday night game, folks, where we don't even really care. Do we even care about these 2 teams, folks? No, we don't. So we call this one just Bears minus 3 on the line, and it's Bears plus 3. So Bears plus 3.5 here at home. Monday Night Football. Vikings don't swallow 3.5 with them ever. They don't clutch it up. They turn over the ball at the worst time. And even if they're great and the numbers are all great in the first quarter, second quarter, it still does not result into really solid, convincing wins out here. So yeah, the Vikings are minus 3, but I get Bears plus 3 at home. Maybe. Very, very big maybe, folks. Big maybe. Don't hang your hat on that maybe, I'll say. Alrighty, that is all we needed to go over for today, folks. So great value today, great disrespectful value. We found it all out, and we're ready to make our picks for tomorrow, folks. Ready to do that. Alrighty, so that is it for us today. We are going to be back live today, a little bit later, folks, 7 p.m. Eastern. Let me see if I can get an exact time Pro Bowl voting ends. Because I really hope it is not before our show, because obviously that would not be good. So we will do a primetime show today where we talk through the Pro Bowl voting, and we will submit our votes live for the Pro Bowl. Talk it all through: quarterbacks, wide receivers, defensive backs, all of that. We're going to talk it all, folks. But we need to make sure that the voting is good by 7 p.m. Eastern. I feel like it would cut off at 8 p.m. and there's nowhere that's really freaking telling me, and it's very frustrating. Man, oh man, they just don't tell me. I don't understand. How hard is that to tell me when it ends? Can somebody tell me? There should be a giant countdown clock on the Pro Bowl voting website, but there's not. So what are we doing, folks? Can we just make it easy peasy to read and see when this Pro Bowl voting ends? Because I honestly thought I looked it up a couple weeks ago and it told me it ended on the 12th, and here we are at the 16th. So even the information that they gave us was not correct. Let me go to the NFL's Twitter account, folks. Quickly. We got to get out of here. We truly got to get out of here. NFL Network. No, let me just go to NFL. The NFL Twitter. What do we got? What do we got here? Here we go. Well, not yet. I'm scrolling their Twitter, folks. Pro Bowl voting. It's ending today. We know it ends today, but what time? What time? The game is on tonight at 8:20, so I would assume the voting ends right at that time. All right, well, I'm not really getting any surefire times here, so we're just going to be here 7 p.m. Eastern, folks. Live. Hopefully, getting our Pro Bowl voting in. Hopefully, we don't miss it. Just no real time. So, alrighty, folks, we'll be back here live 7 p.m. Eastern doing our Pro Bowl. We'll preview the game. We'll give you our pick for that game. So, join us for a little bit of a Thursday Night Football pregame show. A little bit of that. All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll be back tomorrow, live noon Eastern, as long, all along with our pregame. Or, geez, I don't even know, folks. We've got a late game show. We got a late show today, and we got the show tomorrow. So, classic show tomorrow for the rest of the week, and a bonus show today. That's it, folks. Jeez Louise. All right, folks. We're out of here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Make some great money. Maybe we'll give our basketball picks as well in our primetime show. Alrighty, folks, we are out of here.